All right, a very good morning to you. It's good to see you right here on Your World. It is exactly 8 a.m. and that tells you that you are in time for another amazing conversation. And today, I'm actually feeling anxious and a bit nervous, and I'm not even the one who participated in what we're going to discuss today. This is as far as the Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurship Challenge Edition 5 is concerned. And today, we'll be doing the awards announcement. And we have a big team from Wavumbuzi to just help us, first of all, understand what is Wavumbuzi, what is the challenge all about, who participated, who is the challenge for, and who the winners are. I am feeling all the butterflies in my tummy, and I did not even participate in this way. But hey, before we announce the winners, and if you're watching us and if you're not feeling some kind of way, and especially if you participated, maybe it will come as we continue with the conversation. But right about now, to help us really understand Wavumbuzi and what it's all about, we have Dr. Rosaline Marandu Karidhi to help us understand more on the same, and she is the country lead. Good to have you. You look
Thank you
lovely.
for having us.
I didn't get the memo of the turban, but it's fine.
Africa up.
Right, right. You look absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sparing your time and joining us this morning. First question, Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurship Challenge. What is it?
Thank you for your question, Winnie. Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurship Challenge is an entrepreneurship building intervention.
All right.
It is an ecosystem building intervention. And what we do in the Entrepreneurship Challenge is every year for 6 weeks at absolutely no cost to learners throughout Kenya, we provide the challenge together with our partners.
Okay.
Now, the more learners participate, the more they develop their entrepreneurial thinking.
All right.
Learners, as long as you're in secondary or high school, and now actually we start from junior secondary, irrespective of your grade, irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your age, you can participate.
Okay.
The only caveat there, of course, is that the schools provide the computers with internet connectivity.
Okay. All right.
That is Wavumbuzi. It's important because we are stimulating learners to be problem solvers, value creators. So they take the knowledge and the skills that they have acquired from school, from their community, from interaction with others, and we give them challenges, new challenges every year for them to interact with and to solve.
Okay.
And those challenges, we pack them around industries. Industries such as smart cities, mechatronics,
All right.
African trade, agriculture, water, tourism, construction. I can go on and on and on. But every year we develop at least 6 different options for learners to choose and engage with.
All right. My biggest question is then, why entrepreneurship? Why not STEM? Why not literature? Why not arts or something like that? Why entrepreneurship to be exact?
Winnie, thank you. Very good question. So throughout life, we're always learning. So we're learning the maths, we're learning the English, we're learning the Swahili, right? And then we get to another level and it's the chemistry, and we get to another level and it's STEM. We get into yet another level and it's innovation. If we stop there, the good around what we've learned, the good around innovation has not yet been accrued to the innovator, no matter how young you are, or to society who should be served. So therein comes that very important point around commercialization. And that's why entrepreneurship is important. So that you can take an innovation, you can take a solution that is a challenge in society, and you deliver it there through entrepreneurship. Yes.
And I really like that, because the majority of the times, and especially when you're in like primary school and high school, we're told just focus on being in school. You know, all these other things you will deal with them after you come out of school. And then you come out, you have no skills, you have no sort of like know-how in terms of like navigating, especially for those ones who want to venture into entrepreneurship. They're like, so where do we start from and all those things? So I really like the fact that this is started, you know, earlier, so that by the time someone is out of school, at least they understand, right?
Correct.
What is happening.
Correct, Winnie. And that's why the Ministry of Education, Kenya, has embraced competency-based education. Research is showing that Kenya has one of Africa's best education systems. Research shows that Kenyan learners, students, are doing very well. So we know, and we can reproduce what we know. We're doing very well. But to your point, you get into the world of work, whether it's entrepreneurship or it's employment, and you go exactly as you've said. What happens?
What happens? Yeah.
So we have to stimulate our children early. And they are in this world, or this generation, and future generations are born wired for the future. Now, when we just say no and reproduce, you're constraining the wiring. What do I mean? Winnie, give your cell phone to a 2-month-old baby.
I know.
Well, maybe too early, but try it.
Nowadays they do. I mean, yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give it to a 6-month-old baby. That young child will navigate the phone and find something. Definitely by 1 year, they will find a game that's on your phone that you've never been to before. They will start playing it and they'll even sing along.
Right?
If they find the sing-along song.
I've had some parents say, I didn't even know some of these apps actually existed in my phone until my child interacted with my phone.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're wired for technology. And actually, Wavumbuzi is technology-based, online, right? They're wired for the future. And for us to get the fullness of that wiring, you should not train. You should not tell. You should not teach. You facilitate access to. There's something about just giving learners a challenge and they engage in it and something is stimulated. There's time for guiding. And there's time for access and creating that conducive environment for young people to really bring that talent they have.
I really like that.
Yes.
Okay. So who are we celebrating today? What, who, and why?
So,
celebrating today?
Wavumbuzi has been in Kenya since 2019. That's when we had our first edition. This year, 2024, we delivered our 5th edition. This year, we reached 1,400 schools throughout Kenya.
That's fantastic.
We trained 2,000 teachers plus.
Wow. Okay.
Those teachers have been trained to facilitate Wavumbuzi access to learners. That facilitation led to us reaching 45,000 young people throughout Kenya this year. They registered and they engaged. And today, we are celebrating those who actively engaged and amazed us with the solutions to the challenges we gave them.
So this is the 5th edition, right? And I'm just curious because you said it's every year the challenge is different, right? So what was different this year as compared to the previous years of the challenges?
All right. What is constant is that it's an annual challenge. What is constant is now Wavumbuzi has been given the mandate by the Ministry of Education to roll out nationally. So we are hoping to reach not just 1,400, but thousands more schools in years to come. What is different are the questions we ask on an annual basis. So those who participated in Wavumbuzi last year, so challenges like smart cities, right, renewable energy, and so on and so forth. This year, they saw challenges such as mechatronics, artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth. We are looking and saying we're preparing learners better for the future. That's what Wavumbuzi does in simple words. And so we are choosing industries, sub-industries that are relevant for learners, that will triple stimulate them even the more for the future. And that's how we're selecting them. We're also inviting industry to come alongside and partner with Wavumbuzi. What are the challenges in your industry? What questions would you like to participate in offering learners to engage with? So industry, government, and other partners, every year we have to develop these amazing questions, right? And it is learner-centric.
I mean, and if you ask me, I think it makes learning fun as well.
Right?
Instead of like just going the things that we learn in school, there's also this other part where I want to believe learners look forward to go to school and, Can
I give you a story? So in 2019, we had a learner. She was had stigma double-based. What do I mean by that? Her stigma was twofold. One, she was always a C grader throughout her life. stigma too was that she had polio.
Oh, okay.
And so when she was in a situation whereby she had to learn and reproduce, she was a C grader, comes in Wavumbuzi, whereby you apply your knowledge and skills. No one's giving you guidance, no one's giving you solutions. You're getting a question, you're saying, okay, I will solve this way, all right? And she did very well. For the first time in her life, she marched up in assembly and she received an award. And that just raised her to another level. Talk about gender empowerment from an early age. That's Wavumbuzi. She moved from being a C grader to a B grader. She's in university.
Look at that.
As we speak.
Look at that.
Yes. So we are touching lives, and that is one among the thousands.
So how many schools, again, did you say participated in this year's challenge? And has that grown over time?
It's grown. 2019, we had 50 schools in the pilot. Last year, we had just over 900. This year, we had, last year we had 700 or so. This year, we doubled that to 1,400.
Wow. Okay. And what is it? What will it take then to escalate that to 2,000, right? Or 5,000 or 10,000, right?
Yes.
What will it take for Wavumbuzi to get to that level?
Winnie, no man is an island, no one stands alone. From the get-go, Wavumbuzi has said we are a development intervention, and we've worked with the Ministry of Education and other partners from the get-go. What would it take? Couple of things, but the most simple one is because Wavumbuzi is an online free challenge, Wavumbuzi utilizes the infrastructure in our high schools. It would take our Kenyan secondary and high schools to each have computers and internet connectivity so that when the challenge comes along, the learners can participate. We as Wavumbuzi are prepared for that escalation, and we look forward to that. The number of schools with computers and internet connectivity are limited, so that's what happens to the funnel. The other very important thing it will take is adults in society. Ministry of Education are playing their part. Principals are playing their part. Some principals are a little bit divided. They're like, our learners must focus on their exams. Wavumbuzi is extracurricular. So it will take all principals and teachers to understand why it's important to stimulate learners in this type of fashion. It will also take parents in society celebrating their learners so that parents don't ask someone who is running their own venture, when are you getting a job? But saying, wow, if you can get a venture in future, that is a high impact value-based venture. And that's what Wavumbuzi does. It prepares you for Jasiri. Jasiri is our sister intervention. Culture in Kenya and have policies around it that favor that growth, we will do much, much, much better. Tell you what, we're doing very well with innovation as Kenya. But entrepreneurship, we could do better.
Well, it's like behind. All right. So we literally have like a minute and a half to close this first part because there's so much that's going to happen throughout this entire hour. So speak to the learners, speak to the students, speak to the schools and to the teachers as well who participated in this year's challenge. What is it that you want to tell them? What is it that they need to know from you as the country lead?
I speak to them from my heart and I say, thank you for participating. Thank you that we created an opportunity for learners endorsed by and approved by the Ministry of Education. And without you principals, without you teachers, and specifically teacher champions who guided the learners and ensured access, we would not have delivered Wavumbuzi. I want to say thank you to each and every one of the 45,000 learners plus who said, I'm going to try this out. Something new, something to stimulate me while I'm in high school. I appreciate them. And then I want to give a big kudos to each and every parent that said to their learner, Wavumbuzi, endelea. Of course, over and above the voice of educators. And any adult or sibling in society who encouraged a learner to participate this year, Asanteni. My biggest kudos goes to the learners who actively engaged. It means you registered, You finished the introduction. You went on and you said, I will choose an industry and I choose that. And you completed it.
Yeah.
I say kudos.
Yeah.
Because you have been effectively stimulated. In each quest, we embed entrepreneurial competencies. So if you do a quest and finish halfway, you've not been fully stimulated. So for each learner who fully completed an industry quest, some even completed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I say kudos to each and every one of you. Thank you for being bold and participating in Wavumbuzi. Please continue to be our champions so that you can then be our ambassadors in society that tell others your story. You tell others your story and why Wavumbuzi is important.
Yeah. And we say kudos to you for making it happen.
And there's a huge team
right?
that we work with.
We'll hang out with some of them today to really get to understand more about these challenges. But for now, thank you so much, Dr. Rosaline, for coming today. Dr. Rosaline Marandu Karethi, who is the country lead from Wavumbuzi. We are not taking a short break, but we want you to listen to Mr. Bartholomew Lumbasi, who's the Director, Policy and Partnerships, Basic Education from the Ministry of Education. Then when we come back, we'll have another conversation and really focus on why it's important to empower tomorrow's entrepreneurs. And we'll have another team as well to come and discuss the same. But for now, Dr. Rosaline, thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Really thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you after this.
My name is Lumbasi Bartholomew. I'm the Director, Policy, Partnership and East Africa Community Affairs. We are pleased today to have Wavumbuzi as a strong partner in education, and through its collaboration with Wavumbuzi, we are this year rolling out the 5th Entrepreneurship Challenge that will actually focus on 5 quests. One is on artificial intelligence, on construction, on African trade, on financial literacy, on mechatronics. And this will actually equip the learners with the 21st century skills that are required, which entail problem solving, they entail collaboration, they entail creativity and innovation. And this prepares the learner for the future workplace, where their skills are required in the gig economy. Secondly, we are pleased to continue working with Wavumbuzi on the organic clubs in schools, which are aimed at contributing to the national commitment on reforestation in planting 15 billion trees by the year 2030. And the Ministry of Education actually is been mandated and is tasked to plant 20 million per year. And we are sure that the collaboration with Wavumbuzi today will go a long way through the clubs established in various schools to ensure that they grow trees, not only planting them, but they grow and nurture the fruit trees that will make a contribution to our ecosystem and provide food. I would therefore encourage the principals, the teachers, the parents to encourage your learners and children wherever they are to join this particular challenge for this particular year, which is tagged to be #5. Thank you so much, and I look forward for the continued collaboration with Wavumbuzi. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, well, that was Mr. Lumbasi, who's the Director, Policy and Partnerships, Basic Education from the Ministry of Education. And like we said, after his statement, of course, we'll be having another discussion, but really focus on why it's important to empower tomorrow's entrepreneurs. And we're looking at how, you know, the shaping of the future of employment and Wavumbuzi as a pipeline for nurturing future entrepreneurs. And to help us with that part of the discussion, we have from immediate left, this is left, yes, Isaac Mawe, who's a Wavumbuzi school liaison. Good to have you. Thank you so much for your time. We also have Njoki Riguga, who's a Wavumbuzi programs manager. Good to have you. And we also have someone from the Alliance High School, okay, to also discuss his experience with Wavumbuzi. And we have Colin Paul Kiboye, who participated in the 4th edition, right, of Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurship Challenge. Good to have you as well. Thank you so much for your time. The Alliance, do you go telling people where you went to the Alliance High School? Because here in the office, that is what we hear, day in, day out, what we learned at Alliance High School. But hey, we're focusing on Wavumbuzi today, and we just want to understand. So, number one, why Wavumbuzi? And number two, why or how is it a bridge to unemployment right here in the country?
Okay, why Wavumbuzi? So, and I link it to the second question, how does it bridge the gap towards unemployment? Yeah. So, Wavumbuzi in itself seeks to stimulate learners to become the next generation of entrepreneurs. It does so by exposing the learners through what Dr. Rose had mentioned earlier, the quest that we have. And by so doing, we are building some skills and competences amongst the participating learners. Some of these competencies are what they require when they come to the entrepreneurial world. Talk about resilience. When you start a business, are you strong enough to overcome some challenges? When you talk about creativity and innovation, day in, day out, businesses, entrepreneurs are thinking of new ways to improve, to enhance their products and services. So that is how now Wavumbuzi, through the skills and competencies that the learners acquire, are able to become the next job creators. So in Kenya currently, it's a big issue when you talk about unemployment, but if we can empower the young people as early as when they are in high school to have these skills, then definitely we will address the issue about unemployment.
So what we're looking at is Wavumbuzi to stimulate the entrepreneurial mindset and aspirations of learners. And building the competencies while done early is the best of it. So what we're looking at, when one is aged between 13 and 18, we can by then you're in junior secondary school and senior secondary school. And this is a period where you're trying to see what are the ideas, what are your interests, what are, future, what do you want it to look like? And so when you look at it in terms of building the entrepreneurial aspiration and the key stages that we look like, then it speaks to us doing this way earlier as a long-term approach to the job creators of the future.
Let's speak to Colin there from the Alliance High School. So you participated in the 4th edition, right? Do you want to take us through what the challenges were, what the quests were, and your experience?
Okay, so the quests were, some of the themes of the competition were smart cities and renewable energy. So through this quest, I was able to develop skills such as critical thinking and problem solving, and I was also able to connect with my fellow peers and who I believe will be great innovators in future. And I was also able to contribute meaningful and sustainable solutions that I believe will be great solutions in our society today.
So why did you decide to take part in the challenge? Okay,
I decided to take part in the challenge maybe just to get some experience, and also it was a nice opportunity to develop maybe my skills for the future, and maybe to solve problems that face people, face us in our day-to-day lives.
Isaac, let's speak to you to then understand what is it that learners stand to gain. For those ones who are watching us this morning thinking, okay, well, I want to join, but what is it, that I'll gain from Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurial Challenge?
Thank you so much, Winnie. I'll go back to a comment that you've made. And it's true even in our experiences when we go to visit schools and ask learners, what do you want to become in life? Most of them will say, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become
a doctor.
A doctor, exactly. But as we introduce them to the concept of Wavumbuzi, as we take them through what is in Wavumbuzi, you realize some of them coming even to tell us, oh, I didn't know that I can actually pursue entrepreneurship as a viable career pathway, as Dr. Rose and Joki had alluded before. So back to the question, what do learners gain? So one of the things that you will learn about Wavumbuzi is that it's an online challenge.
Okay.
So by virtue of it being online, it equips or it gives the learners, it enhances their digital skills.
All right.
I can give you a case when I visited a school right in Siaya County, the deep of Siaya County. And one of the learners was telling me, Isaac, this is the first time I'm interacting with a computer. So this learner, perhaps had it not been for the challenge, maybe they wouldn't have interacted with the computer. And this particular exposure to a computer or a desktop or a phone, not only exposes them to the digital, to navigating the platform, the Wavumbuzi itself, but look at one of the indicators or one of the things that we look at before a learner registers for Wavumbuzi. You must have an email. As simple as it looks, you are empowering this learner for the future, because some of these emails that they create today will be used 10, 15 years ago. What is the genesis of the email creation? Wavumbuzi. So that is one of the things. The other thing that maybe perhaps I can also talk about is about the entrepreneurial skills. I have mentioned this and I cannot tire to mention. Wavumbuzi equips learners with the necessary entrepreneurship skills that they need. Self-efficacy, resilience, need for achievement, being able to see a problem and solve it. As simple as a problem in the house, in your home, a problem in the community, a problem in school, and being able to think, oh, with this problem, we can actually come up with this solution. That is what Wavumbuzi seeks to do. You will hear us mentioning about value-driven individuals. If you look at the entrepreneurship space, we need to also churn out, as much as we want these young people to be entrepreneurs, we need them to have some values. What are some of these values that we are talking about? Teamwork, collaboration, integrity, them being able to do, to pursue entrepreneurship, but not in the light that entrepreneurship has been portrayed. We want them to have some values, some certain values as they do or as they pursue the pathway.
Now we're having a lot of conversation about the soft skills, and just recently we were talking about case in point, fundi wangu unampelekea nguo 10 days later bado haijakuwa tayari, and so some of those things, yes, they're really good at what they do, but then again there's this other part of like the interaction with the clients, communication, and all those things. Most of them, some of them would lack on the same. So Njoki, one would ask, so fine, so now that we understand what Wavumbuzi is all about, what are the requirements, what are the qualifications? I know Dr. Rosaline mentioned at least computers at the basic level, because that is what they need to participate in the challenge, right? But what are some of the other requirements, maybe qualifications? And I'm also curious about what informs the different quests for the different editions. So many questions in one.
Yes, so many questions in one, indeed. And so would wish for as many learners across Kenya to take part in Wavumbuzi. Being an online challenge, therefore requires access to computers and internet connectivity, which we hope and encourage the schools to avail them to the learners. So any school in the country which can avail computers and internet connectivity to any learner qualifies already. Now what happens is then the teachers register the school. And then the learners who are located in the schools register themselves and are approved by the teachers. So therefore it's school-based. So in terms of selection of the quest, it is a process, and we work with the stakeholders both in the educational and entrepreneurship ecosystem, and we work internally and externally to come up with what are the themes that are good to have based on what's happening, the trends that are happening, and then thereafter consultatively there is a process to now create the content itself packaged in the quest form.
And Colin, for you, so participated in the 4th edition, you where did you emerge? Were you like the top and what quests, right, did you like participate in, maybe completed, and how was it for you?
Yeah, so I participated in the competition, and I was among the top 500 students nationally.
Yay!
And,
yeah, that's excuse it, Ivy. It's like okay.
Yeah, and I took part in quests such as smart cities and renewable energy. I was able to learn about what it takes to build a smart city, and maybe the energy flow in the smart cities, how it operates, and how we can use the resources that we have to create renewable energy for our society today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be nosy and say, hey, so what is that one or two interesting things that emerged from, you know, the quest that still stuck with you, that has sort of like in one way or the other maybe influenced what you're doing now in campus, and that is software engineering?
Okay, so software engineering is mainly about solving real world problems today. So through quests such as smart cities, I was able to learn about maybe through software engineering, I could come up with a program that maybe will enable efficient energy usage in our smart cities in the future. Yeah, and that's what fueled my passion to undertake a course in software engineering.
Oh, I really like that. I really, really like that. In a few years to come, we hope to see you doing fantastic things, amazing things, based on what you've learned from Wavumbuzi. What is it that you'd want to tell the learners who are watching you this morning and thinking, hey, okay, ata mimi nataka, right? Or the parents or the schools in general? What would you say?
What I'd like to tell the learners that are watching me this morning is that remember, preparation and interest are the key to success in this competition. So this competition will enable you to connect with your fellow peers and learn skills such as team working and problem solving together. Remember during the competition to track deadlines and enjoy the competition. And you'll be able to make a strong impact at the end.
I really like that. Thank you very much, Colin. Unaanza kupatia leakage. Make sure that you do this, do that. But yes, so as we bring this part to a close, right? Are there like incentives for? But I know you talked about awards and all those things. But yeah, any other incentive that probably people need to know about?
So we've been giving incentives or awards. Let me call them awards throughout the challenge. All right. And how we look at our awards, we have the different buckets of awards. So during the first weeks of the challenge, or just before the challenge goes live, we normally issue what we call onboarding awards. So the onboarding awards would go to learners, would go to teachers. And then later on, we will also have awards for teachers, for schools, for principals, and most importantly, for the learners. So each week, out of the 6 weeks, each and every week we were awarding those categories of individuals with awards. Okay,
all right. So let's take a break. When we come back, then we'll do the announcements, right? And like I said when we started the conversation, I like challenges, and when it comes to now the announcements, I'm anxious, and I did not even participate in the same. So I'm really looking forward, to that part of this conversation this morning. And this is the award announcements, which will come back after the break. Stay with us. The show is Your World. All right, welcome back to Your World. The show is Your World, and it is literally the time that we have all been waiting for. As in by we, it's me and you and Akina Joki and Isaac, and it's all about the award announcements. And this is to the people who participated in this year's Wavumbuzi Challenge and edition 5. And Isaac and Joki are here. Okay, I am anxious, I am nervous, and I did not even participate in the same. So I wanted to say, drum rolls, please. Who's gonna start, Joki?
Isaac, right here.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Honestly, I also feel some butterflies.
Same.
Because the moment is finally here with us. And I know wherever you're watching us from, you are so eagerly waiting to hear how your school, how you learners performed in the different award categories. But just hold on, Okay. Joki.
So
please take us.
Today marks a very important milestone. We call it awards announcement. And what happened over the 6 weeks in term 2, we had outstanding achievements from the counties, from the schools, from the teachers, from the learners, and all supported by the learners. We celebrated a number of the different categories during the week for their exceptional performance. These were weekly top performers, whether they were teachers or learners, per the leaderboard that we have, whether they were top learners in the quest, whether they were star teachers. Every week we had engagement and onboarding awards. We had school principals who supported the most improved schools during the week. And we also had the schools themselves and, of course, the most supportive CICASOs. And therefore, then, this brings us to the announcement of the overall winners. And to start us off, we begin with the most top counties. Across the counties, with the support of the Ministry of Education, County Quality Assurance and Standards Officers, CICASOs, and the regional Wavumbuzi ambassadors, we managed to traverse and visit different schools across the country to drive engagement. It's from that the performance of the schools, the teachers and learners contributed to the positioning of the counties in the county leaderboard. I'm excited to therefore announce our top 10 counties who will receive a certificate for the county office and a branded wall clock stroke laptop for the CICASOs. Now, at position 10, we have Mombasa County with 36 schools and therefore got 60,423 points. At number 9, Laikipia County with 23 schools, garnering over 67,000 points. At number 8, Kajiado County with 29 schools. At number 7, Kiambu County with 52 schools. At number 6, Nyandarua County with 32 schools. At number 5, Kisii County with 62 schools. At number 4, Taita Taveta County with 38 schools. At number 3, Nairobi County with 60 schools. And at number 2, Nakuru County with 118 schools. And drum rolls for number 1, Siaya County with 221 schools. And as earlier mentioned, the most 3 active CICASOs were from Kajiado County, Dr. James Sawega, from Taita Taveta County, Edna Onyoyo, and from Siaya County, Isabella Omache. Congratulations to all the top counties.
Thank you so much, Njoki. There you have it, the top counties in Wavumbuzi, Kenya 5. I'll take you to the next category, which is the schools category. We want to see which schools emerged top in this particular edition. For the first category, subcategory, I'm going to mention to us the top 15 senior schools. So in total, we had 1,407 schools registering to participate in this edition. And the efforts by the CICASOs, as Njoki had mentioned, the efforts by the principals, efforts by our amazing teachers, and most importantly, the learners who took up the challenge contributed to the overall performance of the schools. So for this category, we are going to factor in two groups of schools. The first group is the school that had the highest numbers of engaged learners. Then for the second category, we are going to see, per the school leaderboard, who are these top schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the top 15 senior schools in Wavumbuzi Edition 5. So, for schools with highest number of engaged learners and more than 15,000 school points, at position number 7, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for, all the way from Baringo County, Solian Girls High School. At position number 6, all the way from Nyandarua County, give it for Ndaragwa Girls High School. At position number 5, we give it up to Menengai High School. And Lamu Girls at position number 4. Those were the schools with the highest number of engaged learners and a total of 15,000 school points. So the above schools that I've mentioned will receive branded trophies and a mini projector for Lamu Girls and Menengai High School. Congratulations. Out of all the Wavumbuzi participating schools, the top 3 schools that had the highest number of engaged learners. At position number 3, we have Nyandarua High School, which had a total of 595 learners completing at least one quest. At position number 2, give it up all the way from Kisumu County, St. Barnabas Girls High School, with a total of 645 learners completing at least one quest. And at position number 1 for this particular category, give it up for Moi Mbiruri, all the way from Embu County, with a total of 875 learners who completed the one quest. We say congratulations to those particular group. Now, to the second category, still under the senior school, allow me to introduce to you, our eyes throughout the 6 weeks were glued on the school leaderboard. We've been monitoring the performances of our school, and we've witnessed stiff competition from amongst the school. But as it may be, there are some of the schools that finally retained those top positions. I therefore present to you, per the Wavumbuzi School Leaderboard, at position number 8, all the way from Lamu County, give it up for Mpeketoni Boys High School. At position number 7, give it up for Kundarila Mixed Secondary School. At position number 6, per the leaderboard, give it up for Bishop John Jega Secondary School, all the way from Taita Taveta County. And at position number 5, give it up for St. Bridget Girls High School, all the way from Trans Nzoia County. At position number 4, we have Olmanyata Secondary School from Nakuru County. Congratulations to the above schools, and the above schools that I've just read will receive trophies. And for the position 4, 5, and 6, they will be able to receive a mini projector. Once again, congratulations. As I come to the middle, let me say the middle, of this particular category, further to what I've announced, for the schools that emerged top 3, according to the school leaderboard, the Wavumbuzi School Leaderboard, at position number 3, give it up for Apostle Carmel Girls Secondary School from Nairobi County. It's their first time participating. You can give them a round of applause. Then at position number 2, we have Kajire Girls Secondary School with a total of 21,833 points. Then, for this edition, Wavumbuzi Kenya 5, the school that came first position per the Wavumbuzi leaderboard is Koelel Voices Academy in Nakuru County with a total of 22,000 points and 22,023 points, 22023 points, all the way from Nakuru County. So we say congratulations to our top 3 schools with the highest school points per the Wavumbuzi leaderboard. Lastly, we have the JSS, the Junior Secondary School. This has been an amazing category of individuals and schools. So in this is the second time the Junior Secondary School was coming in to participate. We saw an increase. Last year we had 35 Junior Secondary School. This year we had about 150 of them. So they put up a spirited fight, but we are going to award the top 5 Junior Secondary School, and directly to position number 5, give it up for Busara Forest View, all the way from Nyandarua County. At position number 4, all the way from Siaya, Kababa County. Give it up for Ranyala Junior Secondary School. We celebrate you, Ranyala. So the 2 schools that I've just mentioned will receive a trophy and an certificate for the school. Congratulations. In the same category for the JSS learners, so I've mentioned 2, that is position 5 and 4. I'll now go straight to the 3rd school, the 3rd top JSS school nationally. We have all the way from Uasin Gishu County, first-time participants. Give it up for Greenville Junior Secondary School. At position number 2, all the way from Baringo County, we have Dream Hills School with a total of 19,305 points. Then to top the junior secondary school for the second time. Give it up for Lions Junior Secondary School, all the way from Nakuru County with a total of 21,000 points, 118. Lastly, as I mentioned to us, this edition we also had special needs schools. We are proud to recognize the outstanding performance by our top special needs schools. These schools not only embraced the challenge, but they exhibited or demonstrated exceptional dedication. Despite the challenges that they faced, they participated and emerged top in the special needs category at position number 3. And this is just a constant reminder that inclusion is key in fostering a thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem. At position number 3, give it up for St. Angela Girls School for the Deaf from the Kakamega County. Congratulations. For this school, you will receive a certificate and a framed certificate and a trophy. To top us up in the special needs school, at position number 2, this is a new entrant, first time to participate in Wavumbuzi. Give it up for Ngala Secondary School for the Deaf, all the way from Nakuru County. We celebrate you. And position number 1, give it up for, all the way from Kwale, first time participating in this challenge, Avion Schools, with a total of 12,413 points to be the top special needs schools. The above 2 schools that I've mentioned, that is Ngala and Avion, will walk away with a laptop, a trophy, and a framed certificate. The principals from these schools, all the schools that I've just mentioned, in one way or the other, took part by supporting the schools. Okay. So all the principals from the schools that I've just mentioned, the top 15 senior schools, the top 5 JSS, and the top 3 special needs schools will also be able to receive a branded Wavumbuzi certificate. For all the schools that were either number 2 up to number 5, but were not mentioned by Isaac in the top category, they will also be recognized. And this is a total of 113 schools who were top in county, but not in top overall. Now, on to the teachers category. We will be recognizing our 26 teachers, and it's for us to congratulate any teacher who took part in the onboarding of their schools, the learners, ensured that there was active engagement, attended the teacher training sessions, attended the teacher club sessions, to understand the importance of the entrepreneurship challenge, not only to themselves, to the learners, to the school, but to the country at large. Therefore, we celebrate these 26 teachers in their outstanding performance in learner registration, engagement, and as well as submission reviews. These teachers will receive framed certificates, will receive branded t-shirts, and will receive M-Pesa Cash Award, 10,000 for the teachers from 5 schools and 6,000 from the teachers from 10 schools. There will also be 3 laptops for teachers of 3 schools for their collaboration. To the last categories of our able learners, bringing to you the first category, subcategory of learners. It's those that completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or all the quests. In this edition, we had a total of 6 quests, and learners showed effort in completing to a particular level. So for this category, we are going to award top 3 in each of the quest completion level. So for those that completed 1 quest, we are going to award 3 in that order, all the way to the 6th. And in the top learner in each of the quest completion level will walk home with a laptop. But for the rest of the learners in that category, they'll be able to get a framed certificate, a medal, and undergo mentorship. As you can see on the screen, those are the names of the top in 1 quest completion, top in 2 quest completion, top in 3 quest completion, top in 4 quest completion, top in 5 quest completion, and lastly, top in 6 quest completion. Congratulations. And the next subcategory of learners, we are taking top 5 in each quest. We presented the challenges in form of quests.
And in this edition, learners were able to connect important ideas with real-life situations, solving quests in construction, financial literacy, artificial intelligence, tourism, mechatronics, and trade. By engaging learners, Wavumbuzi lays a foundation for future generations to be proactive problem solvers and social value creators. It's now my pleasure to announce the top 5 learners in the various quests. These learners will receive a frame certificate, a medal, a hoodie, and will undergo mentorship. Please note that from these learners, they will participate in quest presentation, after which the topmost will walk away with a laptop. So top 5 in tourism, top 5 in artificial intelligence, top 5 in financial literacy, top 5 in mechatronics, top 5 in African trade, and top 5 in construction. Congratulations.
Thank you. We also recognize that learners at the county level put up a recommended effort. And to this effect, we will award a total of 141 learners. So for learners who are top 2 to 5 in your county, in your different counties, you'll be able to also get an opportunity to receive hoodies and undergo through the Wavumbuzi Top Learner Mentorship. A total of 141 learners are going to be awarded in this particular category.
Another subcategory is top 3 in special needs. These are top 3 learners in special needs. In this edition, we are honored to celebrate the remarkable achievement of our top special needs learners. These outstanding individuals demonstrated incredible determination, creativity, and resilience, rising to the challenge and emerging as the top 3 performers nationally. Their success is a testament to their ability to overcome barriers and embrace entrepreneurship, inspiring others to recognize the limitless potential within every learner, regardless of their circumstances. At position 3, 2, and 1, the above learners will receive frame certificates, laptops, and undergo mentorship. Congratulations to the top 3 special needs learners nationally. Top 3 junior secondary school learners, we proudly recognize the exceptional performance of our top junior secondary school learners. These young entrepreneurs stood out among thousands of participants, showcasing their innovation, problem-solving skills, and commitment to completing the challenge. Emerging as the top 3 performers nationally, they have set a remarkable standard for their peers and demonstrated the immense potential of the next generation of change makers.
Thank you so much. And as we wrap this up, I know, again, as we were doing the school leaderboard watch, we were very vigilant to see how the learners were performing in the leaderboard. And it's interesting because I don't think if there is a learner who was going more than 3 days, you'd see competition, some coming up, some going down. But ultimately, we had the top 30 learners per the school leaderboard. At position number 30, give it up for Abigail Ongeri from Bunyore Girls, Angeline Akoth from Bunyore Girls, Eddie Melly from Milimani Junior Secondary School, Dorika Kerubo all the way from St. Germain Gatanga, Anderson Kalama from the Aga Khan High School in Mombasa, Martha Kidera from M-Pesa Foundation, Brandon Odhiambo from Kabianga School, Abdallah Ali from Al Hijra Academy, Francis Karanja from Nyandarua High. We had Agatha Ngono from Nyamonye Girls. We had Geoffrey Kihuyu from Nyandarua High. We had John Ngungi from Nyandarua High. We had Joy Gift Nabwire from Bunyore. We had Tony Kasamani from Nyandarua. We had Darwin Kasamani from Nyandarua. We had Stacy Kadenyi from Lions. We had Peter Bahati from M-Pesa. Julius Odwor from M-Pesa. Esther Marocco from Moi T in Kericho. Stacy Bett from Moi High School, Kabarak. At position number 10, we had George Madenge from Nyandarua High School. Braizo Mwas from Nyandarua High School. Michael Kai from M-Pesa Foundation. Sean Adwal from the M-Pesa Foundation. Sean Dalmas from Lukenya British Curriculum. Solomon Joroge at position number 5, all the way from M-Pesa Foundation. I will welcome Joki to take us through Who are these top 4 learners in Wavumbuzi Kenya 5?
Drum rolls, drum rolls. I would like to announce the top 4 winners of the overall learners category for the 2024 Wavumbuzi Entrepreneurship Challenge. Give another round of applause to, starting from 4th is Sarah Celestine from Nyamonye Girls, Siaya County, who will get a laptop, a medal, and a frame certificate. At 3rd place, Isaac Njenga from Peketoni Boys High School in Lamu County, who will get a laptop, medal, and a frame certificate. 2nd place winner is Glenn Onduso from M-Pesa Foundation Academy, Kiambu County, who will also get a laptop, medal, and a frame certificate. And the winner of this edition is, the top overall learner category is Derek Okoth from M-Pesa Foundation Academy, Kiambu County. He will get an innovation experience, laptop, medal, and a frame certificate. All the top learners will be able to take part in the mentorship, top achievers mentorship this year. Congratulations to all our winners.
Yes, and we say major, major congratulations. I know there's so many that we want to award and to celebrate and to do all those things, but in the interest of time, we'll have all the names and everything else and celebrate them, right? And we celebrate the learners, we celebrate the schools, we celebrate the counties, we celebrate, what else? What else am I forgetting? The teachers as well, which is really, really fantastic. So we say congratulations. Nowadays we do this, right? Yes. Nowadays it's doing. So congratulations to all of you who participated. But the award ceremony will be happening in...
It will happen during the Kenya Innovation Week in November. We will communicate more details about it. But the week is the week of 25th to 27th November.
All right.
Joki, there are also some of the things that will be coming up.
Okay.
Additionally, we have the quest presentation by the top learners. We have the mentorship for all the top learners. And Kenya Edition 6 is coming up in May, even though we start registration up in term 1.
Yeah.
So we hope that everyone will take part in that.
Absolutely.
So warm up for Kenya 6.
Right, for Kenya 6. All right, but for now, allow us to say thank you very much for coming, and congratulations to all the schools, the counties, the learners, the teachers, principals, and everybody who participated. My name is Winnie Lubembe. We have to say goodbye right here on Your World, but November is when the award ceremony will be happening. So until then, stay safe and congratulations. Goodbye.